BC. What's up, guys? Back on here doing end of the year 2025. Just under the wire, man. Christmas is coming up. Happy holidays. But I'm going to go through different stuff I bought in a couple of shops in the last couple of months, and then some recent ones too. I'm going to have a live opening of a 57-year-old record, blues records, Magic Sam, Black Magic. Definitely going to open that up right now. I'm going to start off with the finds I had, I want to say a couple of weeks ago at Record Wonderland. Found one of the guys that used to work there. He was selling his collection, and man, I found some really great stuff there. This was one of them here. Dorothy Ashby, the Fantastic Jazz Heart, original mono. This is from his collection. This stuff is so clean. Couldn't believe how clean it was. I had grabbed that one. This guy had man, he had a lot of stuff like Smith 12 inches and stuff like that. That stuff went fast. Oasis stuff from the 90s. A lot of older jazz. It was a lot of jazz stuff. When I got there, a lot of the jazz stuff was gone. But I did pick up the Dorothy Ashby. And then I also picked up this one here. See the price on that one. But I picked this one up. This one's a Ted Curson Urge 1987 press on Fontana, Japanese press, which these sound really good. And then I'm going to do the live opening of this one. This one was behind the counter. One of the great guitar players. He died 1 year later. This came out in 1968. He died 1 year later. This was the guy that can rival. He was one of the great Chicago bluesmen. Magic Sam. He rivaled Otis Rush and Buddy Guy. Those guys used to play the Checkerboard Lounge. Buddy. I saw some interviews. Buddy always said this guy was something else because he had a great voice and guitar skill was unprecedented. But you know, you lost him. He was real young in his 30s, man. Heart attack a year later. But I'm gonna go ahead and pop this one open. I always wanted to see how a record that old, man, 57. Gonna uncut it here. Use my trusty knife. Let's see if I get it. Got it. See that? I know this is an original. Oh, look at that sucker, man. Magic Sam. I can smell how old it is. Look at this. Beautiful copy on Delmark. The killer track on here is I Just Want a Little Bit and What Have I Done Wrong. Clean record, man. This was dope. Magic Sam. I saved this opening just for when I'm doing the video today. But yeah, beautiful copy, man. I don't like leaving stuff sealed. I don't have any records sealed. I always open all my sealed records up. But yeah, Magic Sam. I gotta clean that and put it in the but yeah. Black Magic with the lineup of Mighty Joe Young on guitar, Old Payne Jr., Mac Thompson on bass, Eddie Shaw on sax, tenor sax. Excellent Delmar, classic Delmar. This was followed up after West Side Soul the prior year to this one. Yeah. Then I went to Oak Park. Oak Park Records. I actually went there about a week ago. Found this beautiful copy. I had a beat up US copy. This is a UK 1976 press. Station to Station. And that's my favorite period of David Bowie. You know that, Heroes, Low. And then he also had the Staple Singers. Another black exploitation I can add to that collection. Let's Do It Again, the Staple Singers, man. This is nice copy too. It's clean. It only has like a little punch hole there, but very clean. And then I go to I go to another shop called We Buy Records. I believe they have one in Milwaukee, and then there's one in near Chicago in Westchester. I picked up Q-Tip. This one right here. He released this right after was it like Love Below? I always think Love Below. The Love Movement. This one was released right after Love Movement. This is a solo record. And this one has Vibrate Thing, Amplified, and then Breathe and Stop. Grab that one there. And they had a killer copy of this one, which I had a 80s UK. This is a Japanese press from 1973. This is an original gatefold and no obi, but it has all the other goodies in here. It had all the other goodies. Yeah. So added that one to the collection. So stoked to add that. So that's two Bowies. Two Bowies, man. And then some online buys. I picked up the Matt Lupin reissue of Roy Brooks, Woody Shaw. Look at that lineup. Hugh Lawson, Cecil McBee, Live at the Left Bank Society. Sorry about the glare. I grabbed this. I ordered this from Plain Records out of Ohio. Grabbed that. I grabbed that there. And then another record I didn't have on vinyl. I picked up the Chris Isaak on blue vinyl, Forever Blue, which I spun this pretty much. I spun this a lot. Love this album. Big, I dig Chris Isaak. And then the record store day, I grabbed that there at Plain Records, Playroom Records, Plaid Room Records. Picked up the Bill Evans, which I have all of them. So, you know, as long as they come out, I keep getting them. So, and then there was another shop I ordered from. They're in Florida. I can't remember the name of them, but I ordered from them. They're in South Florida, like Palm Beach or something like that. I ordered some records from them. I picked up two killer records. One of them is like a Grail, but not from the same year. One was, I picked up this original 2000 Return to Saturn. This is actually my favorite No Doubt record. Yeah, Simple Kind of Life. And then, of course, It's Too Late on here, Bathwater. I dig this record a lot. I picked this up. This is an original copy with the hype sticker, which is pretty cool. And they had this there, which I was searching forever, high and low, for an original UK 1991 Metallica Black Album. I actually dig this album. I know a lot of the Metallica hardcore fans, this is the album they don't like, but I remember when this came out. This was the album I dug. This one and Injustice for All, and yeah. But yeah, this one here. This is a 2001. And a lot of the people that collect vinyl knows about these 2001 Metallica records. This 2001 uses the original metalwork from the original 91 European press of the Black Album. This is the Vertigo. I threw this on and to my amazement, it sounds killer. And I went to my buddy's house and we did a comparison to the one he had. He had an original one from the UK. He has an original one. This one, surprisingly, was a lot quieter than the one from the US, but it was dead on the same. Pretty much this, I could tell it was the same mastering. But yeah, the Black Album, Metallica, 2001 reissue. It's not a remaster, it's the original metalwork. Then I'm going to go into the online buys. Now this is when you get, I got some really dope, killer jazz. One of the jazz records I've been after for a long time. But picked this one up from Amazon. This was like $3, which was so crazy. Roni. This is my favorite track off of this album from the Don't Be Cruel album. This one right here would was it L.A. Reid on the drums. The drums is what make this song so cold because he plays the drums on here. So I grabbed that one. And then another black exploitation one I was missing big time. James Brown, Black Caesar. Yeah, this one has the little fold out. It's a little bent, but I take it. It's clean. The record is really clean. But yeah, fold out Black Caesar. Essential black exploitation. This is on the Polydor, cut at sterling. Super clean, man. Look at that. Clean. Really clean. So I picked that one up. Black Caesar, which is dope. Anything James in the 70s, man. I gotta get it's another one I gotta pick up by him, but yeah. And then this one. Woo-hoo! On the Strata. Dope. When I mean dope. Marching on. The Heath Brothers. Original Strata. I've been after this one for years. I ran across a reissue when I was at a record show about 2 years ago. No, yeah, 2 years ago when I picked up the Meters and the Joe Henderson Tetracon. They had this there, but I thought it was an original. When I looked at it, it was a reissue from like the 80s or something like that. But yeah, this one is the real deal Holyfield, man. Look at that sucker. This sucker's clean. I got a guy put me in touch with this. A guy I follow on Instagram put me in touch with this one. My Strata East is coming along, man. I just need that glass bead games. That's all I need is that one. That's the one I'm really after too. This one and the glass bead games. But the Heat Brothers, this one's dope. Stanley Cowell with the brothers, Albert, Jimmy, and Percy. Yep. And then I grab, of course I grabbed this. I know everybody's been showing this. I grabbed the Buckingham Nicks. I grabbed that. Dr. Dre, the Chronic, which I have the 96 press, which is the same metalwork, but yeah, I compared it to this one. This one kills it. I know everybody's been talking about this Dr. Dre one. I saw a couple of videos on it. Depressing Matter, Scott and Mazzy. They did their review on it. I was gonna do a review, but I was like, oh, these guys, they know what they're talking about. Then I went to Half Price Books, and I picked up this one, man. I was shocked. $20. Oh man, this was a killer deal. I was like, Half Price Books, man, they be coming through on the Kurtom label, nice and clean. This is the guy from the Impressions, Leroy Hudson, Love Oh Love, and this has So in Love with You, R&B staple from the 70s. This whole record jams, man, all the way through. But Leroy Hudson, dope. Love Oh Love. Yeah, this one's from 1973. Nice copy too. I was shocked they had it. I was like, oh, that's it, $20. That's it. Oh shoot, I'm sold. Then I picked up a couple of the other ones they had in their bands too. I didn't have, believe it or not, I didn't have this one, ABC, pretty clean, 1970 if I'm not mistaken. Jackson 5, always good, cool to have a Jackson 5 in the collection. And then the Isley Brothers, which I got to meet and autograph signs. Yeah, 1976. At Your Best is on here. Harvest of the World. Isley Brothers is always good. They still going after all of these years, man. And now I'm going to end it all to the Village Vinyl, Blue Village Vinyl. And I know if you was on Instagram, you saw me, they took a picture of me posting this one. This is an original 62 press. They gave me a great deal on it. And yeah, speaking of Heath is on here too. Percy from the Heat Brothers. He's on here with Connie K. And then the great Bill Evans. I actually dig this record. They did an OJC of that one. I actually have it. They did an OJC. But yeah, I would love. I was cool. I can't turn down any of the Bill Evans stuff on mono, man. I'm just like addicted to those monos. Grab that there, and then this one. Oh man, this is from the Manchester scene. Look at the texture cover. See the light? Look at the cover on here, man. This is beautiful, man. A certain ratio. This is dope. Original UK, early 80s. Yeah. This is around the period of the Joy Division. Factory 55. Look at that texture. I just love the texture on this. It's like you're looking at the sky. Yeah, Lucinda is a dope one on here. And Crystal and Gum. This is, man, certain ratio. This was a killer one to find. I couldn't pass that one up. And I had actually got that one when I went to Blue Village sometime in October. I grabbed that one. And then what is that? This was like Thursday. I want to say Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Picked up this one. I'm going to get you, sucker. Look at the hype sticker. I had to get this one. This one I just add with the Blaxploitation. This is almost like they're doing a spoof of the Blaxploitation movies from the 70s. But yeah, this is a nice, clean copy, man. I love the little hype sticker. I like this Curtis Mayfield with Fishbone. She's a fly guy. It's dope. And then this store here, man, I found some amazing Krautrock stuff there. I found that second album by Ashra Temple, Schwengugen. But you wouldn't believe the one that I found. The one that I've been after for so many years. I think when I started collecting in the 90s, that was the one that was highly on my list. But yeah, this one here, that's a UK. That's my UK I found at Permanent Records over when they was in Ukraine Village before they moved to California. That's my UK copy. But I always was lusting for a German copy. And then, yeah. Oh, gatefold, dope. See, the thing about that one, the UK, it's like an envelope, which is dope. I'm definitely going to keep it. I still love that one. But this one, I was wanted the cover, the picture, and German press. But yeah, this one, I couldn't believe it when I walked in there. They had that on the wall, man. And I brought in some stuff. I had to trade some stuff for this one. Which is so oddly about this one. You know what's crazy? What was in the inside of it? This was in the inside. I don't know what the hell is this. Is like stamps. These are like stamps. It says marijuana liberate stamps. It's crazy what you find in records these days. You know what's funny? I was going to throw this out. I'm going to keep this in there. But yeah, this, oh man, can toggle moggle, man. My can collection is just, I just need that early Father's Day, and then that's it. I'm done with can. But these here, man, this is, I gotta pull out the record to show you the condition, man. Look at the condition. Oh, you just throw this on, man. Oh, that hallelujah. Oh. But yeah, that is a great ending to 2025. You talking about, man, that can, the Heat Brothers, man, it's just a great year for digging. And everybody out there, have a great holiday and a Merry Christmas. And shout out to those record stores, Blue Village Vinyl, Andy and Rick, my man over at Oak Park Records, Alan, my boy Steve. Shout out to Steve at Record Wonderland. Shout out to that brother. But yeah, those are my guys, man. And then I can't forget my boy Brian. Brian over at We Buy Records. He was the one I had picked up that one of my favorite finds, that Blue Mitchell Sextet. But yeah, this was a great year for digging. And then I can't forget I met these guys, man, Mazzy and everyone. That meetup, man, at Hollywood Grill was awesome, man, with Vance and a lot of the other guys, Hub Tones. Man, it was Andy G. It was, man, so many cats, man. This year was amazing, man. It was a great. Next year I want to do the same thing. Definitely meet up with some guys like Andrew Carl, and it's a guy named Tim Williams that I follow on Facebook. Love to meet up with those guys when they hit Chicago, and Dave too, man. Dave, local banography. I want to meet him and Alex, and yeah, a lot of guys, man. A lot of cool guys. Digital Gramophone John, but yeah, great year for digging. I just put it right there next to that one. We can do it. Peace.